Hello everybody, hello students of grade 9. I hope you are doing well even today. We are dealing today with another topic, past continuous, but before we introduce the topic, we are going to remember for class the simple past tense. The simple past tense refers to a completed action at one particular time in the past. The verbs in past simple are divided into regular and irregular. The regular verbs take the d, ed, and id endings, while the irregular ones change the forms. Let's proceed with the conjugation of regular and irregular verbs in the three forms: in positive, in negative, and interrogative. But before you are going to conjugate the verbs, you have to convert them. For example, we have two verbs, dance. It is converted into dance, and we detect from the D ending that this verb, it is a regular one, while bite is converted into bought, and it is labeled as irregular verb. So let's proceed with the conjugation. I danced, you danced, he, she, it danced. We danced, you danced, they danced. The same is even with the verb buy. I bought, you bought, he, she, it bought. We bought, you bought, they bought. The negative form, it is formed, as we said in the previous lesson, with the auxiliary verb did plus not plus the base form of the verb. I didn't dance, I didn't buy. You didn't dance, you didn't buy. He, she didn't dance, he, she didn't buy. We didn't dance, you didn't, we didn't buy. You didn't dance, you didn't buy. They didn't dance, they didn't buy. While the interrogative form, it is formed by positioning the auxiliary verb did before the subject. So the subject in this case are the personal pronoun or it is a noun, plus the base form of the verb. Did I buy? Did I dance? Did you buy or did you dance? Did he, she, it buy? Did he, she, it dance? Did we buy? Did you buy? Did they buy? Etc. So let's proceed with our topic. Let's move on with our topic. The topic of today of our consultation class, it is the past continuous. The issues of these topics are the form and conjugation, uses, time expression, when and while, examples with this time expression, and the last three slides deals with the activities that you are going to do as homework. So, past continuous form and conjugation. It is formed with was where, the auxiliary verb was where. So in this case, it is the past simple of the auxiliary verb to be, but the verb to be it is converted into was and were in the past simple, plus the ing form of the verb. So let's proceed with the conjugation. I was speaking. You were speaking. He, she, it was speaking. We were speaking. You were speaking. They were speaking. The negative form is was, were, plus not, plus the ing form of the verb. I was not speaking, or the contraction form of was not is wasn't. You were not speaking. He, she, it was not speaking. We weren't speaking, you weren't speaking, they weren't speaking. In the three persons of the plural, I use the contracted form of were not, which is weren't. While the interrogative form, it is formed with was, were, plus subject, plus the ing form of the verb. Was I speaking? Were you speaking? Was he, she, it speaking? Were we speaking? Were you speaking? Were they speaking? Let's proceed with the short answers. For example, we were playing football yesterday evening at 9 o'clock. And the short answers that we obtain from this tense are in the positive and negative. Yes, I was. No, I wasn't. Was it raining yesterday evening? Yes, it was. No, it wasn't. Were they swimming in the sea? Yes, they were. No, they weren't. Let's proceed with the uses. The past progressive refers to an action in progress during a particular time in the past. Yesterday at 9 p.m., she was watching TV. Another use of past continuous is an action in progress interrupted by a shorter action. She was having lunch when the phone rang. Past continuous even deal with simultaneous action, so action happening at the same time. She was playing the piano while he was singing. As every tense, even past continuous, it is characterized by its time expression. The past progressive is often used with a when clause. This use draws attention to the idea of one action in progress interrupted by another past action. The simple past is used in a when clause. For example, I was practicing the piano when the electricity went out. In this case, so the action in progress was practicing, while the shorter action it is the electricity went out. They were walking their dog when the lightning struck a tree next to them. I was swimming when it began to rain. We were fishing when it suddenly got very windy. The when clause can go first or it can go second. The meaning is the same. When the accident happened, she was riding her bike, or she was riding her bike when the accident happened. Another time expression that characterizes a past progressive, it is while. So this use is also focuses on the idea of an action in progress interrupted by another past action, but in this case the past progressive is used in the while clause. The past progressive is also often used with a while clause. This use is also focused on the idea of an action in progress interrupted by another past action, as well as in the idea of action happening at the same time. Past progressive with while clauses example. While I was taking a shower, the telephone rang. While Dan and David were playing basketball, it began to rain. While I was running, I fell and broke my ankle. She was playing cards while he was playing darts. The while clause can go first or it can go second. The meaning is the same. While they were riding their bikes, it began to rain. It began to rain while they were riding their bikes. The last three slides are with the activities that you are going to do as homework. The first exercise deals with to read carefully the grammar guide and to match the rules on the left with the example on the right. Then write the ing forms of the verbs, and you have to pay attention because some verbs they change the spelling. For example, let's take the verb leave. When we add the ing form to leave, the e dropped. Or the verb swim, we have to double the last consonant because before the consonant there is a vowel. Exercise 3 deals with completing with was or were. Exercise 4, you have to unscramble the sentences, affirmative, negative, and interrogative. Exercise 5, you have to complete the sentences by using the past continuous form of the verb in brackets. Exercise 6, you have to underline the correct options, simple past or past continuous. Exercise 7, match the beginnings and the endings of the sentences. You have to use the past simple and past continuous and the adverbs when. exercise 9, you have to complete the text about the image or the photo with the simple past or past continuous. This is a very advanced exercise. And exercise 10, it deals with a comic strip with simple past or past continuous. So this was the lesson or the consultation class for today. We're going to see in the next class, but if you have any problem with the slides, text me and I will send you even a copy of material in Word. See you in the next class.